Have you ever caught yourself daydreaming about a life that feels bigger, fuller, and more meaningful than the one you're living now? There's a quiet knowing deep inside you that whispers, you're capable of so much more. It shows up in flashes, in the moments you feel frustrated at a job that drains you, or when you catch a glimpse of someone chasing their dreams and wonder, why not me? You've probably shrugged it off, convincing yourself that maybe it's too late, too risky, or too unrealistic to pursue that unexplored side of you. But what if that voice inside isn't a fantasy? What if it's the truest part of you pleading for permission to step into the light? The truth is, most people settle for a version of life far smaller than the one they designed for. It's not because they lack talent, ideas, or passion. It's because they buried their gifts under fear, routine, and the false security of staying comfortable. Somewhere along the way, you were told to fit in, to follow the safe path, to avoid mistakes at all costs. So you did. You played by the rules, ticked the boxes, and silenced the voice that dared you to think bigger. But no matter how much you try to drown it out, it keeps calling you back to what could be. It keeps reminding you that potential wasted is potential lost forever. Imagine waking up every day knowing you're becoming more of who you were meant to be, using your unique abilities to make a difference in your own life and the lives of others. Imagine looking back with no regrets, knowing you gave your dreams everything you had. That possibility is real, and it starts the moment you decide to unlock what's been hiding within you all along. Most people go through life never fully understanding the depth of greatness that lies within them. It's not that they don't have dreams or desires. Almost everyone has at some point imagined a life filled with purpose, passion, and impact. Yet somewhere between childhood curiosity and adult responsibility, that vibrant vision fades. Responsibilities pile up, bills must be paid, and the daily grind becomes a routine that numbs our sense of possibility. We learn to accept limitations, to aim for what feels achievable rather than what feels truly fulfilling. Over time, we tell ourselves that we are too old, too young, too busy, too inexperienced, or too ordinary to become extraordinary. But underneath those excuses lies a truth that never disappears. Each of us carries untapped potential waiting to be released. It's easy to think that greatness belongs only to a chosen few, the inventors, the artists, the leaders whose names we know. But the truth is, every human being is born with unique gifts and abilities that, when discovered and nurtured, can transform not only their own life, but the lives of countless others. Too often, people die with their best ideas still inside them, their most creative thoughts never spoken, their boldest visions never attempted. The tragedy isn't in failing. The tragedy is never trying. Unlocking your hidden potential starts with recognizing that you were not made to simply exist or to drift aimlessly through life. You were made to grow, to contribute, to build, and to inspire. Your talents may look different from those of others, but that is what makes your contribution so vital. When you suppress what makes you unique, you deny the world a gift that only you can offer. This journey is not about sudden overnight success or instant recognition. It's about waking up to the realization that there is more inside you than your current circumstances reveal. It's about being brave enough to ask yourself what you really want and honest enough to admit what you've been avoiding out of fear. Once you accept that your potential is not fixed but expandable, you can begin the process of discovery and growth. You don't have to have all the answers right now. What matters is the decision to no longer settle for mediocrity and to step into the process of becoming your fullest self. It won't always be easy, but every step will bring you closer to a life that feels authentic, rewarding and inspiring, not just for you, but for everyone touched by your courage to unlock what's been hidden within you all along. Despite the fact that each of us carries within us a wealth of talents, ideas, and possibilities, the sad truth is that most people will never see the full expression of what they could become. Life has a way of making us forget. From an early age, we are often told what is realistic and what is not, what is acceptable and what is foolish. We are taught to color inside the lines, to follow a predictable path, and to fear stepping outside of it. Little by little, curiosity turns into caution, and dreams are traded for security. Many people end up living on autopilot, waking up each day to repeat the same routines that do nothing to nurture the greatness within. Even worse, our culture reinforces this sense of limitation. We celebrate celebrities and success stories as if they are somehow cut from a different cloth, convincing ourselves that the extraordinary is reserved for a chosen few. Meanwhile, we scroll through social media, comparing our behind-the-scenes struggles to everyone else's highlight reels, feeding our insecurities and doubts. Fear becomes our silent companion. Fear of failing, fear of judgment, fear of losing what little stability we think we have. And so instead of taking bold steps toward our potential, we talk ourselves out of trying at all. Work environments and traditional education systems don't always help. Schools are designed to produce conformity, rewarding memorization over creativity, compliance over critical thinking. Workplaces often value predictability over innovation, and performance reviews can feel like they measure how well we fit a mold rather than how far we could stretch beyond it. As a result, countless people feel stuck in jobs that do not challenge or excite them, yet feel too afraid to risk stepping into something new. On top of this, many carry wounds from past failures or criticism. One bad experience can echo in the mind for years, convincing us that we should never attempt anything so daring again. The mind clings to mistakes and uses them as proof that aiming high is reckless. Over time, a person may even stop dreaming altogether, deciding instead to live quietly within the walls of what feels safe and certain. But there is a heavy price to pay for this kind of living. Potential unused is potential wasted. When talents are ignored, the world misses out on ideas, art, businesses, books, and breakthroughs that could have made lives better. The tragedy is not that people lack ability, but that they allow fear and doubt to keep that ability hidden away, never tested, never proven, and never shared. Breaking free from the invisible prison that holds back your potential begins with a single profound decision: to take responsibility for the life you truly want to live. This means acknowledging that, while circumstances may influence you, they do not have to define you. Too often people wait for the perfect conditions before taking action. More money, more time, more confidence. But waiting for everything to align perfectly is just another way to delay growth. The reality is, clarity and courage come after action, not before. By starting where you are, with what you have, you begin to unlock strengths you didn't even know you possessed. One of the first steps toward this transformation is developing self-awareness. This is more than just knowing your likes and dislikes. It's a deeper examination of what drives you, what excites you, and what drains you. It means asking hard questions. What gifts come naturally to me? What activities make me lose track of time? What challenges have I overcome that could help others? Journaling, honest reflection, and seeking feedback from trusted people can shine a light on your hidden assets. Equally important is changing your environment to support your growth. Spend time with people who challenge you to think bigger and who refuse to let you settle for less. Negative voices and unsupportive circles keep your dreams in the shadows. On the other hand, positive influence and accountability push you to test your limits and build resilience when setbacks happen. Growth also demands that you develop habits that align with the person you want to become. Great potential cannot thrive in a mind filled with clutter, distractions, and excuses. Daily practices, such as reading, learning new skills, or dedicating time to a creative pursuit, sharpen your abilities and keep your focus clear. Taking small but consistent steps compounds into remarkable results over time. Equally, embracing failure as part of the process is non-negotiable. Mistakes are not proof that you're incapable. They are evidence that you are trying and learning. Many people fear embarrassment so much that they never give themselves a chance to get better. Yet, every master was once a beginner who dared to be bad at something before becoming exceptional. When you commit to these practices, self-awareness, a supportive environment, daily growth habits, and courage to fail, you begin to see yourself differently. You start noticing opportunities you once overlooked and develop the confidence to pursue them. Each step outside your comfort zone expands what is possible. Unlocking your hidden potential isn't magic. It's the natural result of intentional, continuous growth and a refusal to settle for less than you're capable of becoming. There comes a point in every journey of personal growth where all the lessons, reflections, and tiny acts of courage collide into a single defining moment. It may arrive quietly, in a conversation that sparks a revelation, or dramatically through a crisis that shakes the foundations of your routine life. Regardless of how it comes, this moment demands a choice. Stay where you are, safe but unfulfilled, or step forward into the unknown, armed only with your belief in what could be possible. For many, this is the scariest yet most liberating crossroads they will ever face. It's the place where excuses lose their power and clarity silences doubt. In this moment, you may suddenly see the cost of staying comfortable, the years slipping by while your dreams remain locked away, the regret that grows heavier each time you say maybe later. You realize that playing small doesn't protect you. It quietly suffocates the parts of you that crave adventure, creativity, and purpose. A spark ignites as you understand that life does not guarantee unlimited chances. Time is precious, and every day spent ignoring your potential is a day you can never get back. It is here at this critical tipping point that courage rises. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. In that moment, you decide to make the call, write the proposal, sign up for the course, or finally share your idea with the world. You stop waiting for permission and give it to yourself instead. You understand you may fail, that people may not understand, that the road ahead will test you in ways you can't yet see, and yet you move anyway. This choice transforms everything. Action brings momentum. What once seemed impossible begins to feel achievable as you experience small wins that build your confidence. Challenges appear, but each one shapes you into someone stronger and wiser than before. You discover parts of yourself that were hidden beneath doubt and hesitation. Resilience, creativity, and an unwavering commitment to live authentically. This turning point is not a guarantee that the path will be easy, but it does guarantee that your life will be real, a life lived fully awake, alive to your own power and possibilities. Many people wish for change, but few commit to it when faced with the discomfort it demands. The ones who do find out that the cost of fear is far greater than the cost of trying. This is the moment that separates a life of regret from a life of purpose and fulfillment. Throughout life, we are presented with countless moments when we can choose either to stay the same or to grow into something more. Most people, often unknowingly, lean toward comfort because it feels safe and predictable. Yet, deep down, there is always a quiet voice urging us to step out, to risk failure, and to discover what we are truly capable of. Those who listen to that voice find themselves on a journey not just of personal achievement, but of profound fulfillment. They come to understand that life's real reward is not just reaching a goal, but becoming the kind of person who has the courage to pursue it wholeheartedly. Unlocking hidden potential is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process. It demands that you stay curious about who you are and who you could be. It invites you to question routines that no longer serve you and to create habits that push you toward your best self. This path requires honesty, the kind that makes you admit when you've settled for less than you desire, and the humility to change course when you realize you've outgrown old limitations. Along the way, you will face obstacles. Some will be external, unexpected setbacks, lack of support, moments of doubt when progress feels painfully slow. Others will be internal, fear of judgment, memories of past mistakes, the temptation to give up when the effort seems to outweigh the reward. But each obstacle holds a hidden gift, a lesson, a new strength, or a deeper understanding of your own resilience. As you continue to uncover layers of ability and creativity, you begin to see that your life has the power to influence far beyond your own comfort or success. When you show up fully and share your gifts, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes an unspoken permission slip for people watching you quietly from the sidelines. This is how communities grow, how ideas spread, and how the world changes for the better. Not by extraordinary people doing impossible things, but by ordinary people daring to use what they have to the fullest. In the end, the greatest tragedy is not trying and failing, but never trying at all. You were not created to hide your gifts or bury your ideas out of fear or doubt. You were made to grow, to stretch, to challenge the limits others have placed on you, and to experience the richness that comes only from living true to yourself. Choosing to unlock your hidden potential is choosing a life that is fully alive, and that is a choice worth making every single day. Right now, you stand at a crossroad where you must decide whether to keep living within the limits you have accepted or to break them and reach for the life that's been waiting for you all along. The truth is, no one else can take this step for you. No amount of motivation, advice, or inspiration will matter until you choose to act on what you know you're capable of becoming. This is your moment to stop overthinking and start doing. Take a deep breath and make a commitment to yourself today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Write down one area of your life where you know you've been holding back. It could be a hidden talent you've ignored, a passion project you've postponed, or a bold idea you've kept secret for fear of failure. Once you name it, take one small action toward it within the next 24 hours. Make the call, send the email, block out an hour to work on your idea. Whatever it is, just start. Surround yourself with reminders that you're capable of more than your doubts suggest. Read books that challenge your thinking. Listen to stories of ordinary people who transform their lives, and spend time with those who encourage your growth instead of feeding your fear. Your environment shapes your mindset, so choose wisely what and who you allow around you. Don't be afraid to fail along the way. Every stumble is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to adjust and grow stronger. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Trust yourself enough to keep going, even when results are not immediate. Consistency will build confidence, and confidence will fuel more bold action. Remember, the world needs what only you can offer. There are people who will benefit from your ideas, your solutions, your art, your leadership, but they will never see it unless you show up and share it. Stop waiting for permission. Stop telling yourself you're not ready. You become ready by doing. Take that first step today, and then another tomorrow. Keep going until what once felt impossible becomes your new normal. The door to your hidden potential isn't locked. It's waiting for you to push it open. So push it. Walk through it and never look back.